Another year, another showcase of trailers meant to hype you up like a kid snorting pixie sticks. The Xbox Game Showcase is over, it's done, and it was just a bunch more cookie cutter, corporate friendly short trailers than anything remotely telling potential buyers what their money would actually be spent on. That's what it's supposed to be, that's what this game is, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to take a big, steamy pile on it. It didn't look any different than E3 last year, but shuffling announced some people reading a script for new ones, and add a couple new trailers. No gameplay, no breakdown, just hype videos. More out-of-engine, rendered bullshit.
君たちだって能力を秘密にしてるんだろ?
I'd honestly get more hyped watching a Gracie make a dumb motherfucker go night-night than I did watching this showcase. Sure, there were some games to get you a little excited. They had Halo Infinite, Outer Worlds DLC, hell yeah! Fucking FABLE, even. But it was still all trailers, which is the game that this is. Again, it's a commercial mashup, point blank in the end. It's meant to get you thinking with your excitement, not with your brain.
Shut up and take my money!
And at that, it excels. It gives you a wee bit of information to nibble on while leaving you starving for more. What is going to be in the next Fable? Is it a reboot or a sequel? Is Peter Molyneux going to do more hype work for this than Todd Howard trying to sell another Skyrim? A 2-minute trailer isn't going to tell you anything other than, quote, this exists, and yeah, that's the point. I get it. It's just frustrating to me. That's how we got Anthem, after all. So you can go slob the knob like you're getting paid to hype this shit up, because I'm getting tired of the song and dance. So let's go ahead and do the song and dance. Let's look at some of these announcements and do some speculation. Now, with Halo Infinite, after the absolute bore fest of Halo 5, the franchise needs to be resuscitated faster than Pokimane flip-flopping on going after people's sponsors. Disjointed story sounds more like bad 24 fanfiction than a cohesive epic. And that's really what most people remember about it. Why the hell is Master Chief the bad guy all of a sudden? So if 343 can't deliver a good story with this that makes sense, then you're possibly looking at the death of Master Chief. But ultimately, we don't know what's going to happen with it, other than the multiplayer might shine if it's not overshadowed by the Master Chief collection. Either way, it's something to, I guess, keep your eye on, because it's motherfucking Halo. Psychonauts was a charmingly Tim Burton-esque platformer back in the PS2 days that was very much loved. It combined psychic powers with puzzles and platforming, the mainstay of most AAA titles for its time, to great effect, but I don't know how well received actual puzzles and the odd art style will really be in today's climate, with most gamers just shoveling shit down their gullet faster and harder than Mia Khalifa being owned by Bang Bros for full-priced unfinished crapfest. I don't know how straight artistic design will push a game to success. I mean, Fortnite is still one of the top games out there. It'll be something to watch for at the very least. It's got the nostalgia factor going for it. And it's something that will break up your yearly first-person shooter and open-world RPG release. Fast forward through the Life is Strange Awkward Edition and a plethora of obscure titles that will be lucky to be showcased again, other than to show the diverse lineup Xbox is going for, and we get to the one studio out there with the massive Mojave bone to pick with Bethesda. Obsidian is now going all the fuck in on shitting on everything Bethesda has done. They have DLC coming out for Outer Worlds, which looks every bit as humorous and dark as the main game and what they're known for. Honey, I Grounded and Shrunk the Kids game that fucked me sideways actually looks fun, and now, as if demanded by the dragon slain by Dovahkiin himself, we get fucking Obsidian Skyrim. Yeah, you heard me right. With zero shits left to give and the subtle shots taken at Bethesda when Outer Worlds launched, Obsidian has thrown caution to the wind and went ahead and announced Avowed, what looks exactly like their version of Elder Scrolls, and I gotta be honest here, makes my pee-pee tingle. The fact that Obsidian is just going all in on we're going to be the good Bethesda, that makes me happy deep down inside. I can imagine the 6 months of Pete Hines hiding in a Fallout shelter and Todd Harrod rocking fetal position saying, "It doesn't work," until his voice is as sore as the brains of people playing Fallout 76 right now. The absolute madmen did it, and I salute every one of those shit posters for this. Lastly, we get what looks like a reboot of a franchise that had a slow, albeit hype the hell up, death. Fable. To truly understand this, let's go down memory lane. Fable was launched right around KOTOR and was another, quote, open world, choice-driven RPG. It was marketed to allow you to do whatever, whenever, and literally choose how you wanted the story to go, for the most part. It was charming, cute, and fairly innovative when it launched. I put days into the first Fable myself, to the point where I have the opening act memorized still to this day. It's a game I'll always go back to because it still holds up, not with pixel number or the amazing graphics, but with its art, its simple gameplay, and its humor. After the original game was released, we got the last chapters perfectly rounding out the original story. That's something that you don't get anymore these days either. It's just stuff to complete the story, not without being nickel and dime to death. It was about you being a hero or a villain, a savior, or sacrificing random inhabitants of Albion to a random deity, stealing everything in a town just to sell it all back to make money. It was about buying property and about you
all stories have happy endings.
Playing out the story in this world. Then things started going wrong, and all that goes right
has
to your
yet
mom
to be
trying to
written.
promise you prices for choices over an entire lifetime and giving you Fable with worse character models, worse outfits, and shit choices. By this time, the choice-driven RPGs had been hammered out and should be smooth, but no. Fable 2 felt and played like it was a part of another universe. Other than the name and vague appearance similarities, it might as well have been a different universe altogether. A bizarro Fable universe that's just there to irritate you into an irate state where you drive off an overpass into rush hour traffic, and yeah, Fable 2 sucked. Somehow Fable 3 was worse. But we didn't get anything but a cute little trailer that has that staple Fable humor, something that I really appreciated about the games. But that's it. And the developers' playground don't have Pushy Pete listed in their website, so it's either going to do well or it'll do a Halo 5. Can it bring back the magic of the first Fable that Peter Molyneux was too busy trying to overshadow to ever recapture? I don't have a clue. Ultimately, though, this showcase had me coming away with, these are cool, but what were the other games? Sensations. That's what I was left with. It wasn't good, it wasn't bad, and it wasn't exceptionally memorable. Granted, these days, that's probably a good thing. Right, Todd?
And one of the great things about having a fully dynamic game engine is all of this just works.